What's up, family? It's Chris, and you're watching badeyesighttv, guys, and I have my dad with me today.
The coach of all coaches.
And you guys already know that we're back at it again with another request, and this one came from Anthony Rodriguez, and he just sent the link, and when I pressed the link, it led us to this video, and it was about that Gillette video commercial that we watched. So it said something about Gillette and toxic femininity. I'm not sure, like,
it's foolishness.
What's going on. And this is something with Australia, I think I saw in the title. So we're gonna just get right into the video, guys, but before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what you guys like next. Hit that notification bell, get a notification when we upload, and subscribe to join the family.
But like the coach told you guys, Demetrius Johnson is a punk. He's a scary little kid. I watched the fight last night. Henry Cejudo knocked out TJ Dillashaw, and that fight was offered to the great Demetrius Johnson, and he ran away like a scared little girl because he didn't want to lose his title. He ended up losing it anyway. Don't run from your problems. They're going to catch up with you eventually. So you got to face it and handle your business when it's time to handle the business. But as always, the coach can't afford to take care of everybody financially, but
he will give you good advice. Now let's get into the video.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it?
A problem.
We can't hide from it.
Hello, ladies. It's time for us to take a look in the mirror. This is what toxic femininity looks like to others.
wait a minute, toxic femininity?
Yeah, so it's just something about toxic
You just made
femininity.
that up. You just made that up. That's not even a word. You put two words together.
There's two different words.
Yeah, you put two words together. And oh, it's toxic.
Like toxic masculinity.
I never heard of that. Toxic masculinity. Have you?
Really?
I never heard of
I
it.
have.
Oh, you have?
That's what I'm saying. You haven't heard of it?
No, I have not heard of it. And they just put them words together. Those two words will never be put together except by people who ain't got a life.
They both can be toxic, but we'll get into the video.
Go ahead. What? What, girls picking on girls? Is that what it is?
Girls doing too much. I think that's what it is.
To other girls?
No, like she's telling him he needs to get up so she can sit down. Because she feel like he should, but he should do it on his own, not her forcing him.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
okay. See, now we're talking about women having equal rights, right? No, I'm just asking the question.
In this video?
No, in life.
Well, that's what people are saying, but that's not what I said.
Okay, so why would I get up? You could stand. You want equal rights? Stand.
I didn't say I want.
No, I'm not
equal
talking to you
rights.
personally.
Oh.
I'm saying, you want equal rights? You got a right to stand up now. You got a right to fix your tire, your own car on the side of the road.
Well, that's the thing about how you was raised. If you're a gentleman, then you'll do it.
Well, what
it don't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but what did I say in the first video? Women are raising these men now. And they can't raise them like that.
So now they acting like women. Next.
So you think you just shined on me?
They are. No, like how the people. No, some. Well, I'm not gonna name no names.
No. Just
some people talking about something. Oh, why a girl can't hold a door open for me? Like, why you need somebody to hold a door open for you for?
Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna expand on that, but why not? I see it all the time.
I'm saying like I was raised. That's how I was raised.
But women hold the door. It's called courtesy. Women.
Oh yes, I do. I do.
Yeah, women.
For myself.
Women hold the door for me, and men hold the door.
Yeah.
For me, and I do the same for them.
No, but they're feeling like they shouldn't, and it should be the other way around when it could be both ways being respectful.
That's right. It's a sign of respect. It ain't nothing else but respect. It ain't got nothing to do with gender. Holding the door and being polite and courteous to people have nothing to do with gender. And I know they done put two words together. I never heard of this. Go ahead, please.
I told you 2 hours ago. We know in that room. This is not. I'm sorry. I've been flat out. Come out of here. There's an issue. Go and grab a jacket.
We have hid behind the phrase that women are the fairer sex for too long. It's time to take responsibility for unknown actions. We have our own toxic traits that we need to address. It
Pause it
takes
right
a
there.
strong woman.
Okay, I get it. Okay, bad traits. Why don't you just say bad traits? Why you gotta say it's toxic? Because that makes me thinking like, you know, somebody about to die or it's poison or somebody's got cancer or something.
Well, you don't know. It could lead to that. Well, not cancer. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Stand up and call it out.
Other women at workplace is such a common occurrence, but it hardly gets spoken about. In social spaces, female bosses are sometimes infamous for ill-treating their subordinates instead of supporting them.
But it's not just men who create barriers. Researchers say sometimes it's women.
A 2012 George Mason University study showed when a workplace has few women, those women help each other less.
Women are less supportive of other women.
So, a 2014 survey by Workplace Bullying Institute found when women bully, their target is another woman 68% of the time.
For some reason, in my experience, women don't always support women.
Pause it right there. Why should they? I mean, what makes women? Oh, she said because they're the fairer sex. Like men don't help each other. So what you're saying is men help each other out a lot more than women. Is that what they're saying? Wow, that is sad.
Very.
That is sad. So what it means is our animal instincts draw us to compete, but also to hold our friends close, but our enemies closer. That way we know what they're doing. Y'all women just cut each other up and don't know why. I ain't gonna let that. Like the lady was saying, oh, that little bitch, I slapped her to the floor. And this is a child she talking about. A little girl child. She called her the B word. You know? So that was interesting when I heard that.
Like this don't happen in every
We laugh
sport.
at
Okay.
others for how they look.
Fat shaming is not a thing. Fat people made that up.
What'd you say? Who people? Who made it up?
Fat
Fat people?
shaming is not a thing. Fat people made that up.
You know what? I mean, every one of us have flaws, you know, and it's just some are more overtly, you know, well, you could just look
Easily detectable.
that too.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it's easily detectable. I might have like 4 toes, but because I'm wearing shoes, you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I might have, what else, babe? I might have, like, I don't know, like...
One ear.
Well, and then I wear my hair over it. But, like, my flaw is I sweat a lot. I'm an excessive sweater. I just sweat. Like, in the cold, I would still sweat. That's my flaw. But there is fat shaming.
Hey, mate, why don't you just leave now?
Yeah, I know that.
You're so fat already.
Ooh, that's
They are
cold.
able to tell the most heinous
Fucking
lies
damn
that
right.
destroy other people's lives.
Is now accused of making it all up.
Mark Pearson was making his way back home during a busy commute when he passed a complete stranger. In that split second, his life changed forever after she falsely accused him of sexual assault.
Well, the woman who was at the center of the false rape allegations that were brought against 3 Duke University athletes may now...
And that's the thing that I don't like, because this makes people think that
Most women.
other people are lying because you done came and made a lie. So now everybody's like questioning other people, and then that's when people don't want to come forward because they don't want to be questioned because they're telling the truth. So that's just kind of annoying.
I agree with that. That sets women back so far that you know, you can always use a sexual accusation against somebody, and they're gonna run them guys or whoever through the ringer instead of, you know, but now it's like, oh well, now they run the accuser through the ringer. They go through their background, they go through their family history, they go through what have they ever made this claim before? You know, where was she? Was she really where she said she was? You know, and then women are like, I don't want to go through that.
Exactly. So they just don't say it, and it's
sad. It is. It's very sad, and I don't like it. But you know,
I'll be facing a murder charge.
huh? Who's facing a murder charge?
She punched me like a boxer would punch her back.
But when I looked back on that footage as soon as I left the house. It was the first thing I did was view that clip. And
this video get on my nerve because they got this music so loud you can barely hear the people. So I keep seeing you going like this, like trying to hear it.
I'm actually trying to gauge her to see what she actually talks. No, I can hear it.
I can't really hear it, and this music's getting on my nerves.
Oh no, I can hear it. I'm just trying to gauge her. I like to look at people's eyes.
The alleged victim, accusing her of making up the allegations in an attempt to ruin the deputy's career.
Wow, that is.
We are just as capable of murdering our partners, our family, and worst of all, our children.
Oh yeah.
Women.
turned it on.
A judge on Wednesday sentenced a Utah mom to prison for up to 30 years for killing her 17-month-old daughter, Jaslyn, after giving her an overdose of methadone.
Story of a young woman now at the center of a brutal murder case. The alleged victim, her own mother.
We kill our biological children at a greater rate than men. This is a problem us women need to resolve.
A mother was sentenced to life in prison on Monday.
What happens a lot of times, women feel that they gave birth to the child, so it's theirs. It's not the guy's child as well, so they can do with that child what they want. And I think it's a sense of entitlement, a sense of power. Like, I have power over this child. The courts, the man, my mother. It's like that Casey Anthony thing. You know, sometimes women they're young, they want to go out and date and party, and the child is holding them back, you know. And then grandma or grandpa, whoever want to raise the kid, and you're like, no, that's my kid, you know? So you fighting with them, but you really don't want to take care of the child, but you don't want them to take care of it either. So what you do? You take that baby out.
I don't know how people kill their mama. That's out of control.
Day for slitting the throat.
Oh, she slit it. Oh, the baby throat.
We can be cruel, cold, and calculative.
In private. You already know it works. She actually begins to almost agree with him. Like, okay, so you want to kill yourself? When are you going to do it? How are you going to do it?
You're really going to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, there's no turning back now.
I saw this.
On July 2nd, she started saying, "Are you serious?
Was this the guy?
Just do it."
In early July, after Conrad apparently fails to go through with an overdose of sleeping pills, police say Michelle seems not relieved, but irritated.
Yeah, she was like, how you can't kill yourself?
Try
Like,
hard.
you gotta
I
do
feel
better.
like such an idiot.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you didn't even do anything. And I poured my heart out to you thinking this was going to be the last time I talked to you. I thought you
He should have said
wanted
it
to
is,
die.
This was so stupid. He should have just blocked her and kept it moving.
He should have just blocked her. I mean, he should have said it is. Bye, D. And just hang up.
For real.
Or block her. Or send the police over the house and say, this girl is I'm trying to commit suicide, and she ain't trying to talk me out of it. She trying to help me do it. She coming up with ways to do it.
You're telling me I should have did better.
Yeah.
We can be manipulative and nasty to one another.
Well, just on the topic of sort of online abuse that women receive, I receive a lot of it too. 75% of it, I would say, comes from women who are feminists, and quite a few from you. Plenty, I believe, over a 2-month period. It wasn't just February 6th when I was on Q&A. It went on for a little while, so that it got particularly bad in March over an article that I wrote about the late, great Bill Leakman. You set your 70,000 Twitter followers on me along with Dee Madigan and made comments on everything, to my appearance, to my upbringing.
We are just as capable of starting wars, and we send our husbands, brothers, and sons off to fight them.
British sovereign territory has been invaded by a foreign power. It is a government's objective to see that the islands are free from occupation and are returned to British administration.
Well, it's 1980, so I don't know what's going on, but I think that's the British Prime Minister. I think it's Margaret Thatcher.
Wow.
That might be Margaret Thatcher. She's talking, listen, people, I mean, nobody should fight in a war, but if you have a war, somebody's got to fight it. So it ain't women that's sending them.
What about the men?
Exactly.
That was in the USA. Come on,
right. Men are sending their girls and boys off to fight in the war too. So don't say it's just women. I mean, men are doing it too. We sending our kids out. I know. I wanted every one of my kids to get an education to not have to go there. But if they choose to go there and they grown, ain't nothing I can do. You know. But I mean, I'm not looking to stand in front of a bullet for people who call me a nigger.
Me either.
You know, and take care of everybody who foreign coming over here, giving them money, aid, and businesses, and now I'm working for them. You know, I'm not standing in front of no country that's gonna do that to me. And I was born and raised here. You know, I'm not doing that, and I don't want my kids to do it. But if they grown, they do it if they want to.
We laugh at those who have suffered similar pain as we have.
You can't even hear what
A lot of this, I think, is from England.
Yeah, this is from Australia, I think they said.
I keep mixing them two.
I don't guess his wife or somebody did something to him, and the people in the audience was laughing. It was women. So he was saying that's not funny because if it was a woman saying this happened to her with men, y'all wouldn't have been laughing.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
It's like women, I don't know, man. It's like it's just bad. I'm just glad I'm my age now, that I'm not 15 or 20. The way things are going now, you know, you can't even spit on the sidewalk without somebody saying you offended them. Like the man say, he said last year was the year for everybody getting offended. He said, make this the year that nobody gives a F.
Okay.
About nothing. I mean, I said it.
If it happens to a bloke, that's funny. That's not funny, is it?
A bloke.
You gotta be
we have our own problems. Good women need to stand up and call bad behaviors
but they're gonna get
out.
beat down, though.
We need to learn to be better
You know what I
people
mean?
ourselves before we judge others. Are we really being the best we can be?
It starts in the home with the mom and the dad.
I feel we
Not
can
two
be
moms,
better.
not two dads, a mom and a dad. Now, I know we're gonna get some pushback from that, but I don't care.
I feel like they missed something in the video. They should have showed like stuff of girls like hitting boys or men.
And what's the response? The response is, we watched some videos of women being dragged down the stairs, stomped out by these men. Because
yeah, we did.
Because these men are raised by women. And a lot of times these men see themselves as women, so it's no problem to punch a woman in the face, drag her down the street, stomp her out, punch her like a man, because a lot of these guys, this is what I'm telling you guys, women cannot raise men because men tell boys, don't put your hands on a woman. That's what a man tells his son. A mama tell her son, you knock that bitch out.
I heard it with my own ears.
And that's why.
I heard a mama tell her son that.
And that's why those men are so easily to beat up on a woman, because they see themselves as a woman, and the mama told them it's okay. Because there's no man that say, boy, I'll knock you right in the tomorrow you touch a woman. So you can always tell a man that was raised by a man and a man that was raised by a woman. You can clearly spot them. Like, you can clearly spot them. And I'm sure LeBron James is a prime example of, I know that sergeant came in, but that sergeant missed some years. Well, LeBron just went soft. LeBron would have been a totally different dude if Daddy was always in his life.
What if he didn't go to the NBA?
LeBron would be.
If he had his dad in his life.
If he had a dad in his life, he would have went to the NBA, and that wouldn't have changed. But he would have been more assertive. He's too much of. A lot of times when we have men raised by women, they have a lot of feminine qualities where a lot of times I'm not saying women don't have that killer instinct. They do. But a boy needs a man to raise him. I'm not talking about a street gang or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about if it's not his father, maybe his uncle, somebody you can trust. Sometimes it's a coach, somebody that's doing positive things that's going to raise him the right way. Because a mama just can't do it. And I don't care what women say. You have no idea of how to raise a man because you're not one. And I always tell my daughter, I can't teach you how to be a woman because I have no clue. I was never a 15-year-old girl. I was never a 12-year-old girl. I was never a 30-year-old girl. But I was a 1-year-old boy. I was a 15-year-old boy. Now I'm 55. I know what it is to be a boy, and I know how to raise a man. And a woman has no clue. I don't care if you was raised in the jungle. I don't care if you got 19 brothers. You don't have a penis. You don't have testosterone. You don't have all of the trials and tribulations that men go through. You don't have that. And then it's the thinking. The reason why there's a man and a woman because they both think opposite, and that's what rounds a kid out. When you got two dads or two moms, you end up getting too much of one thing. And you miss something. I know, like I say, you're going to get, ooh. No, two women can't raise a man. They can't. One woman can't raise a man. A man can't raise a woman. That's why God made man and woman. Didn't make two Steves and two Marys. It was Mary and Steve. I'm not going on no business like that. I'm just saying a woman can't raise a man and a man can't raise a woman. Am I close? How you feel on that?
About what you just said?
No, with this, it has everything to do with this video.
Oh.
Because a woman would teach another woman not to react like that, not to be petty, and you got to help this and that. So a lot of stuff we're missing. Like our kids come home. Do you got TV in your room? Do you watch TV in your room?
No.
No, and not like we can't afford it. I don't want her hiding in her room. I don't want her brother hiding in the room. I want you out where I can see you, where we can have conversation or we can whatever. And a lot of times we as parents, we overindulge our kids and we let them go to their room. And then all of a sudden, oh, that little bitch, that little this and that little that. Instead of, you being there to say, hey, what's going on, girl? What you mean? Calling her a name like that. Would you like that? You know what I'm saying? Your mama would check you. Back in the day, your mama would check you. So we're just letting our kids, we don't even know who our kids' friends are. It's something interesting you told me off the air. Remember you told me I never let you, go ahead and tell the people.
I was like, I used to be so mad at my dad when I was little. He would never let me stay over nobody's house or nothing like that. Like, I only stay over my grandma's house, and that was my mom's mom. Like, anytime my friends had a sleepover, I could never go. And I was so upset. And then when I got older, like, I don't know, I'll say this age, 18 or a little younger, I, like, hear stuff and people's like, oh, yeah, I was sexually assaulted and this and that. And I was over my friend's house when they stepdaddy, they uncle or whoever like that was doing it. And I'm just like, whew, I'm glad I didn't stay over nobody's house because my dad saved me from that.
So a lot of times kids don't know it's for their own good. And this is what I always tell my kids. Come on in, crossover. I always tell my kids that I do the right thing for the whole, not just for one person. It may not be great for her, but it's for the whole family. So I wouldn't make a decision that's just gonna hurt Kristen or help Carl. It has to be universal for everybody. And I've always lived that way. And I think, I think that's best. So I can always defend myself and say, well, this is why I did it. I always told them, you can always ask me why I made that decision. And I always tell them in life, don't make decisions that you can't back up, that you can't give a logical reason why you did something. Don't do it. All right, I think I'm rambling.
Okay, well, this is the end of the video, guys. If you would like to see the original video by yourself, the link will be down in the description below, and so is my social media. Add me, follow me. You guys already know the deal. Write down what you guys thought about the video down in the description below, and if you agreed or disagreed with what we said. But since this is the end of the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what you guys like to see next. Hit that notification bell, get notification we upload, and subscribe to join the family.
As always, Coach
sees all, hears all,
knows
all, and says all.
And right now I'm telling you, I can't afford to take care of everybody financially, but
he will give you good advice. See you guys in the next video.